Our episode starts with a couple of kids seeing their parents off on a dark and stormy night. We find out they're twins and about to officially become teenagers. Their parents tell them not to go looking for their birthday presents before leaving, and as soon as their parents leave, they immediately head to the basement to find the presents. As they head to grab a box on a tall shelf, the shelf falls, revealing a door they didn't know was there. The boy, Freddy, forces the door open and falls through. The kids grab a torch and decide to walk through a dark corridor. At the end of the corridor is a coffin. They get scared and decide to turn around and leave, but then trip over a vial labeled vampire breath. The vial then opens with some mist heading into the coffin. The coffin then opens, revealing a vampire, who awakens, scaring the kids into running. Before they can reach their house, the vampire stops them. He introduces himself as Count Nightwing, Lord of the Undead, which makes him a very proper vampire. He then babbles about which one he will eat first, Freddy or Kara. Freddy then points out that the Count doesn't have fangs, and Count Nightwing realizes he needs the remaining vampire breath to get his fangs back. Freddy makes a deal that if they show the Count where the vampire breath is, he lets them go. Eventually, Freddy finds the vial, and when the Count tries to take it from him, Freddy jerks back. Him and his sister then falls backwards into the coffin, which then slides down into a cavern. At the end of the cavern is a mural of a bunch of other coffins that we shall pretend is real. The twins then hear a noise that ends up being a young girl. The young girl begs to not be bitten, and the twins tell her they aren't vampires. She introduces herself as Gwendolyn and then tells them that they're all stuck down there and she's their slave stuck cleaning their coffins. When Gwendolyn finds out they have the vampire breath, she gets excited, but the twins then realize they must have lost it. We're then told the vampire breath is the life force of vampires. As they hear the Count coming down, Freddy finds the vampire breath and gets into the coffin to hide. Gwendolyn tries to run interference, but Kara makes way too much noise, resulting in her getting caught. The Count then changes his voice to sound like Kara to get Freddy to come out. They have a standoff, and when the Count goes to lunge after Freddy, he throws the vial to Gwendolyn, who then takes in the contents and fangs out. The Count and Gwendolyn then have a vampire fight over the last bit of the breath, distracting them long enough for Freddy and Kara to get away. The Count eventually wins the battle, takes the last bit of the breath, and de-ages. He then turns Gwendolyn into a bug and goes back after the twins. In the twist ending, they go back to the basement of their house and are met by their parents. It's then revealed that Count Nightwing is actually their grandfather, and their parents are also vampires. They are then told that at midnight they also become vampires, and we then see them with fangs.
I'm not sure we can take any more surprises.
The episode ends with them being promised a birthday surprise, which ends up being their own coffin bunk beds. A more mature version of Goosebumps is being rebooted on Disney Plus in 2023. We'll see if the vampire subject is revisited in a more horror-themed version sometime in the future. Thanks for watching. If you like these recaps, please leave a like and subscribe and hit the bell icon to know every time I update. There is now an option to be a channel member where you'll get access to exclusive recaps from late-night vampire catalogs like Showtime, Cinemax After Dark, USA Up All Night, and much more. If you want to help my channel grow, please check out my Patreon, where members can get exclusive content that can't be uploaded on YouTube, along with download options. Link is in the description.